Perhaps her biggest policy idea yet, the presidential candidate wants to wipe out student loan debt for 42 million Americans. She explains here how her plan would work.
Anyone who's got outstanding student loan debt can have up to $50,000 worth of student loan debt canceled out so long as their income is under $100,000. Then it kind of steps in up to there's no help for anybody whose family income is above $250,000. And that's it. The debt's gone.
But how would her over $1 trillion proposal be paid for? Warren wants to use a wealth tax on millionaires and billionaires to cover the cost. I like talking about policy stuff, so let me just go around here. She's flooding the zone with policy proposals, Jesse. It's like every day. You can't even catch up with her because she's throwing all the things out there. But in a Granite State poll today, she's at 5%. 6 months ago in August, she was at 17%. So she's lost that much ground despite all these proposals.
Yeah, and Mayor Pete and Sanders are surging in that same poll. I like the thought behind this. I don't think Republicans should cede this ground to Democrats. Republicans have to come out with an idea themselves about how to tackle student loan debt because it is an enormous problem in this country. I think her idea behind it is unconstitutional. You can't just seize wealth from people. You have to have an income tax. And I don't think she really cares if it's unconstitutional or not. It's more of a PR gimmick for her. But instead of doing something like that, why don't they create a foundation that large corporations and Americans and other foundations can contribute to tax-free, and then students with overwhelming debt can then apply to see if they can wipe out some of that debt for them. It has to be done through the private sector because the private sector is the entity that's suffering the most from students with overwhelming debt because they're not moving out of their parents' basements and going spending any money.
And they're defaulting. But